Hi guys, CQB Craft 12 here with you today on a gear, and we're just going to show you what you might want to need if you're going to go backpacking. I'm going to hand it off to my backpacking partner. Here he is. We're going to talk about gear.
Alright, this is my pack. It's around 90 liters. It's a rucksack. It's not the best. It's kind of heavy, but very, very, very durable. I mean, I just chuck it around. I could fall out of the truck and it'd be fine. But a pack I would recommend would be the Aether 70. Osprey is one of the best brands in the Arc'teryx. For sleeping pad, I have a Thermarest. It's one of the best because it's self-inflatable. It'll keep you warm at night during winter camping. All that good stuff. My medical kit, calamine lotion, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good stuff. Right here, just basic medical kit. Lots of Benadryl, Splint, Itch-X, hydrocortisone, just burn cream, whistle, aspirin, all that basic stuff you need. I keep most of my stuff in dry sacks because just Walmart dry sacks will be fine. They don't keep things dry on kayaking trips. I go on kayaking trips quite a bit, but they help a lot for pack organization, especially because I have a rucksack. It's just pretty big on the inside. I don't know if you can see in there, but and then inside this dry sack I have my MSR shower kit. I have a lot of MSR dromedary bags I carry around, normally 15 liters of water. Flashlights, and a funnel because you don't want to waste your water. Pretty important. A trick for flashlights, if you have one that screws, you would want to unscrew it so it doesn't accidentally turn on your pack. This one doesn't really matter because considering it doesn't have batteries. My headlamp here, I always switch the batteries around so it won't work in my pack. My stuff sack, I have a lot of military gear that I use during backpacking. Obviously, as you see, not the best pack, but what I got a hold of. In here, I don't use a sleeping bag with my hammock because a lot of times it just gets in the way more than it does keeping you warm. I mean, it'll keep you warm during winter camping. That's what I would recommend if you're not using down, over, and under quilts. In here, I just have a simple blanket and my poncho liner. That's really all I have in there. Sea to Summit makes some of the best stuff sacks, I think. Keeps all your stuff real small, packable real easy. In here, things, just small things that you would want. I think I have some playing cards in here.
Always have fun at the campsite.
A all-weather notebook. Playing cards, another all-weather notebook. Don't know how I have that many. Pen and a military compass. MSR groundhog tent stakes. I usually keep all of my gear tied together. You don't want to lose it in the campsite. It's pretty bad if you lost your gear and you needed it. So I just take them off as normal. I have 8 of them, and my dad carries around 8 of them. This simple bag from REI. REI makes it. Keeps it from poking stuff. I usually keep it in my Hennessy bag. My platypus, made by Cascade Designs. Cascade Designs is my favorite of all because everything they make I can trust. Toilet paper. I always have that in a bag because you don't want wet toilet paper, obviously. In this box, you can tell I've been using it.
Goodies. But
my flint and steel striker, I put a Coleman on there, just tied it on there because of the magnesium on it. It's the flint's worn down, but this I could just get from Shields. Lighter in the bag, another lighter. I wrap duct tape around a little piece of cardboard, a good way to store it. Lots of carabiners, because in my hammock, my ridge line, it runs right above your head. You just clip things onto your ridge line and they'll be there for you in the morning. Weatherproof matches, you can get those out of MREs. normal matches, a magnifying glass from a pair of binoculars helping for fire, knife, emergency blanket, lots of trash bags because I always pack out what I pack in, a little tiny fishing kit, nothing much, and then batteries, gum and salt, all that good stuff. Also my cooking kit, I have a MSR pan that I use, and I also have a MSR Dragonfly. I always have aluminum foil because you don't want your pan being in the fire because it'll turn black and then it won't look good anymore. Salsa, just things out of MREs. Lots of bouillon cubes. It flavors your water for any kind of soup that you want. Or that was barbecue sauce, that's salsa. Tea and just great value energy mixes. Obviously, I'm a big hammock camper. I'll show you a little more about these, straps, but I love these because, as you can see, these Hennessy straps, they have, if I can get these off here. Well, I'm not gonna take that off there, but they only have this strap at the this hole at the end and this hole at the end. My Eno straps, made by Eagle's Nest, that's just the brand. As you can see, they're a lot longer. They work on any tree.
You could probably fit them around that tree, which is probably in circumference about 9 feet. So yeah, definitely you're only going to get about maybe 3 feet. That's almost maybe too much for that. And that's a very, very small tree.
But this one I love because his were a little long. These are the ones that come with the Hennessy. A little long for this tree. This one would fit around that tree easily. It also fits around any tree with perfection, which is why I like them so much. They're obviously long enough to fit around any tree. I always have sandals in my pack. I like these because they're comfortable, they fit tightly on my feet, but whatever you prefer. They're really good to have when you've been walking all day and to get out of your shoes and into something a little more comfortable. Omega Pacific rappel rings. I'll show you how to use these exactly in our next video. And I think that's just about all my gear. My platypus there, I showed you that, I think. One of the most valuable things with me because a lot of times I carry so much water in because I don't know if there's going to be a pond or anything around where we're camping. But also, when hammock camping, always have Kim lights. I call them Kim lights, but they also sell these at Walmart. These are I get these from my dad, he's military. Anything you keep on the outside of your pack, if you ever keep anything on the outside of your pack, mini packs have them too, but I tie it with a piece of 550 cord just so you don't want to lose your gear. Just a knife. Shovel, definitely want a shovel. We also have a hatchet. A lot of my gear I don't have right now, my dromedary bags, but another good thing.
You always want 12 foot of rope too, back there.
Enough rope to sustain. Like I said, I don't have all my gear. Spices, normally goes in my cook kit. It's being washed right now because made something with it the other night. Spice kits. These stickers don't stay on very well, so as you can see, it's still failing even though I've taped it. But 6 spices, salt, pepper, oregano, all good stuff you want. A fan. I just got this from Walmart. Made my own suspension system because obviously they don't sell hammock fans there, but during this kind of hot weather, I think it's around 90 degrees right now, it's pretty hot, so good thing to have when you're hammock because it does get pretty warm in your hammock. But other things that I would recommend is a super shelter for winter camping, and I hate sleeping bags. This is one of the softest material you'll ever have, and I love it. Also my pillow, I would recommend a Thermarest pillow. Just
very small pillow too.
Yeah,
compact.
the Thermarest, a small pillow, because when you're backpacking you'll notice. But the Thermarest is memory foam, so it gets real small, and yep, you want a lot of room when you're backpacking, because all this gear obviously, and I don't even have all my gear, so.
Plus 15 liters of water that you're going to be carrying.
Yeah, and with a Platypus, my dad has a Katadyn pump, Katadyn pocket. I like it, it works, but it's a lot of work to get a lot of water. So this filters 4 liters of water in, I think, 3 minutes. And it's a real simple system.
Tastes like the best purified water you've ever tasted too.
Oh, I also have Katadyn tablets. I can find these.
Purification tablets?
I'm not quite sure where they are. More chem lights. Oh, I put them in here. They're in here. But on top of this filters dirt, protozoa, all that good stuff that is harmful to you, but it does not filter viruses and chemicals. There's a filter. Mine's an older one. Got a good deal on it. So this one has around 1,500 liters of it as its life. But it's just a gravity filter made by Platypus, by Cascade Designs. Just when you clean it, you want to clean it every time when you use it. You want to back flush it, keep it clean.
Always don't want to mix your clean and dirty water.
Yeah, you do not want to contaminate. You can it's obviously marked clean and dirty reservoir. So that's what I like about it. And make sure you clean it every time. I have a Camelback, not with me right now. We're just doing some yard camping, so I don't got all of my gear. So that's just about all I got. And
that's about it. Also, you know, you can get one of those military packs. You can get one of these packs that I did. I talked about it a little bit. It'll run you about $100. Those will run you maybe about $200. Last thing, you're always gonna want a flashlight, whether you're cold. Whether it's dark or day. You got LED. LED is always good, and this one $30 waterproof. It's not gonna do much to. You're always gonna want a flashlight. I think that we've covered a lot of gear here that you're gonna want when you're going backpacking. I think that's it. Link, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.